Hello everyone. Welcome back to Into the Embrace. I'm Kyle, I'm with Chris, Pajodcast Media, and we're about to enter the viewing room, Chris. Maybe we're finally going to find out what Project Zero Dawn is. Are you ready?
I mean, I already know what Project Zero Dawn is.
Just... come on, man.
Fine. We'll see what Project Zero Dawn's all about.
Initiating playback.
Where'd my hat go?
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end?
No.
What if we could give
Cloned
life
yourself and it turned
a
into
future?
Aloy.
What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully
really hope that
capable
AI
of
is not
making the
Hades.
trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere.
That
An
was
No,
immortal
but you'll know
guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of
All-Mother?
life. We call it Gaia.
Ah,
Mother Nature as an AI.
well,
But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake. Each
Recognize a few of
presents
those
an
names.
engineering challenge more profound than anything the
Recognize a few
human
of those
species
names.
has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself.
oh, Hades is one of them.
Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good.
Well, in
How
theory.
Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us.
Well, that obviously didn't work out the way it was supposed to.
And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
Okay.
The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life, for us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
All the questions I was wondering about.
Confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
You are now in possession of information regarding the true nature and purpose of Project Zero Dawn, classified far above top secret. As such, we regret that you cannot be allowed to leave this facility. There are 3 options available to you at this point. Please consider each carefully. Trained counselors are standing by to assist you in making your choice. You will be assigned to a sub-project team based on your area of expertise. You should be aware that the way forward will be difficult and the project outcome is uncertain. You'll be expected to work a minimum of 80 hours per week, and your communication with family members will be strictly limited and monitored in real time. On successful completion of the project, you and your immediate family or 2 persons of your choosing will be transferred to the Elysium sealed habitat to live out the remainder of your natural lives. Okay? Indefinite detention. Should you choose to decline participation in Project Zero Dawn, you will be confined indefinitely. You will be given 48 hours to reconsider, after which your decision to refuse participation will be considered irrevocable. Every reasonable effort will be made to make your term of confinement as comfortable as possible, but you will not be permitted to contact the outside world, and death within 18 months due to the Pharaoh Plague is inevitable. The Zero Dawn facility is abandoned. Detainees who would not to be offered medical euthanasia will be released. Cool. Medical euthanasia. The information you have just received understandably calls into question the purpose of continuing to live. If you would prefer to end your life at this point, pain-free medical euthanasia is available. A 48-hour waiting period is required, during which time you may opt for participation or confinement.
Bet you that was popular.
Please notify a counselor when you are ready to make your choice if you have any further questions. Okay, so they weren't really giving people a lot of options here. It was like, do our shit or things are gonna suck.
No, I mean if you're gonna enter this project, then either participate, don't, and we'll just kind of put you in kind of a confinement-ish area, or you know, if you want to die early, we
pretty extreme.
I think the idea is they want to force people to help as possible.
Whatever you do, don't die now.
Jesus. Fuck these guys. Drive me. It's not going to be a quick fight.
Alright, stop for a sec.
Yep.
Go to your right in this room. Keep going that way. There should also be an area to get to where they are in there somewhere. I forget where it is though.
Briefing after presentation due. It is vitally important the candidate choose to participate in Project Zero Dawn voluntarily, knowingly, without additional coercion, and without value judgment on the part of the counselor. Confirm for candidates that they were selected due to their skill sets and accomplishments. Emphasize that their dedicated participation in Zero Dawn will increase the project's chances of success. Frame participation in Zero Dawn as an opportunity to respond actively in the face of an overwhelming threat. Candidates may question the fairness of their selection, validate such objections are normal. Even admirable responses emphasize the value of candidates' expertise in the future, not joining just humanity, but trust their life as a whole. Likewise, candidates may welcome the morality of extending their lifespans and those of loved ones beyond 0 day. Validate their hesitation. Acknowledge that with the reward of Elysium is not fair, it will be earned. If possible, redirect their ethical misgivings towards greater commitment to the project. When candidates challenge the plausibility of Project Zero Dawn, permit them to review Dr. Sobek's presentations as many times as they wish, and allow them supplemental articles GO1 through P20. Allow them to suspend the interview to fully process the documentation. A significant minority of candidates will elect for medical euthanasia. It's important to receive this decision kindly and without judgment. Advise them of the 48-hour waiting period, during which counsel will be available to discuss the decision. Emphasize that euthanasia will not occur without repeated consent when the procedure is scheduled to take place. No one will be euthanized against his or his will. Candidates who elect indefinite detention must be informed that they have 48 hours to reverse the decision, after which decision data corrupted.
Should be a little area in here. Turn around. I get that, I guess, too.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to
Should be
rebuild
like a little spot to your right.
the damage that
The little area there you
I don't
can
feel
pop
worthy of it, but
open or something like that.
do it, absolutely.
I swear
No,
it's like a
but
little.
I want to stress that this was never
I
about
swear
your
there was
culpability.
something.
It is
I
to
know
me.
that's how I got to them.
Smart to get out of federal mandate. One took it as a warning sign. It just told us Guy cut out this. The better the rapid innovation. The better at competing, better than the next guy, the better killing machine. It's just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom. I'm done with my life.
this guy's almost dead already.
It's just hard to earn this. I have a place in this city. I never thought that there could be atonement.
Shoot, they start running out of ammo sometime soon. We're with data points, right? Sorry?
You should run forward.
I'm gonna kill this guy and then I'll run forward.
It's just a room to the right. You are run forward. This is where the room is, the old door there. That's
I
what I was
hashed it
thinking.
out with them what the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. A reconstituted biosphere. Well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative? Nothingness. For there to have been all this and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to it. He's hot-blooded. Top of my mind. The project is done. I'll take the medical option. The counsellor said I might change my mind.
What was your plan there?
Thought he would go down.
But I want no part of this.
Me, I would have grabbed the weapon there.
Yep, that would have been the smarter plan.
Never did like the feel of solid-state lighting on my skin. And a wee bit of a claustrophobe, anyway.
I'd have to ditch something.
Wow, I mean, that's kind of an easy pick, right? Just drink it and then take it.
Now, those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor? Palms up, honey. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now, if nature is so important, why not let nature take its course? Extinction? That's natural. Zero Dawn? No, ma'am, that ain't. Heck, it's so unnatural it'd be called an abomination back home, and you know it.
This guy's so
That's why
redneck, I
we're
love him.
patenting it. Meanwhile, my little honey of a counselor, she's munching the inside of her cheek. Bad habit. She chewed one of her nails, too, just one. Not your day, was it, little sweet pea? Saw her quota slipping away. Said I assume you intend to decline the assignment, Mr. Tate. You kidding me? 18 months hard labor in exchange for 30 years lounging around Elysium watching porn? Sign me up.
Sounds like a pretty good time.
Zero Dawn. It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is
Okay, I
so
think that's
much
all the data points
unfairness.
around here.
Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Need to find the right configuration.
Dr. Sauvé? Christina Sauvé?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the new materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair, not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity, I must do this.
Can't be too prepared.
Nope.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes.
Maybe there's a
If you want it
storage area
fixed,
nearby.
send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Left. Up. Left, down, right.
Done. I should check the door nearby.
Fuck up the doors. Holy shit, am I... Oh. No, that's...
You gotta restore power to that area and then restore power to the door.
Power is to be restored through... where? Not this, obviously. Can't... yeah. How the fuck? Because there's no power on these things, but... is it back this
Okay,
way? Like it
turn
has to
right.
be. Oh, I figured it wouldn't let me through there, because... alright. Sure. Fuck, I thought that was a ladder.
That is a ladder right there.
Oh.
Well done,
dumb.
Kyle.
Thanks, man. I'm really good at this game. Did you know that?
Found one. Looks intact.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Kyle.
Oh, install.
That should do the trick. Now let's get that door open.
Up, left, down, right, up. Isn't that right?
I'm gonna let you figure this one out yourself.
Yeah. Oh, it's upside down. Lol.
Correct.
Because they
Which
talked about that. Yeah.
Exactly.
So, down, right, up. Right, down. I suppose I could have just gone and put everything on the invert, but...
Let's not forget the whole sign's upside down, Kyle.
Yeah,
Should be
I started from
down,
the bottom.
left, up.
Oh, I just forgot
Right.
this one, that's why. Oh my god.
That did
There
it.
you
Door should have power.
Now to see.
To be fair, I think that's kind of a cool little puzzle.
It is, I thought it was really smart.
Although, if you pay attention to the data points, it's not too bad.
No, and I
yeah.
did, I got a little bit stuck. Okay, here we go.
Uh-huh.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
If we don't
Should probably blow that guy up.
Felix will have our skins.
Yeah, he's not gonna live.
To your right.
I see him.
Ran right into his eye guy.
All of his friends.
What a dick of a friend.
Yeah,
Dying so he runs into his buddy.
I think it was two of them. Like, I think it was a threefer,
Might have been.
if I'm not mistaken.
Here.
They still haven't found me, though. I wonder if I should just go back and get the Deathbringer. Oh, the door's locked.
Can't.
Not doing that, yeah.
Get it while I can.
Driving myself mad.
These are really hard to see in this light.
Help me, brother.
Shit, now they know where I am. Oh, they don't! Stealth gear, Chris.
Get eyes on him.
I'd be taking that guy out soft there.
Yep, planning to. When I have a moment. But this guy seems like a bit of an issue at the moment. That guy seems like a bit of an issue at the moment. Yep, he's dead. See, they're getting like really close to finding me, but they don't actually know where I am because I'm rocking stealth at the How do you know it's a her? Like it sucks dicks?
Moving on now.
I think this is the last one.
About that.
That's the last of them.
Aloy begs to differ.
Or not.
I mean, like I said, I have beat this game.
I don't know, that's a pretty easy point to forget.
Area inaccessible. Elevators non-operational. Stairwells have collapsed.
She's still here? Get under some cover. The sun can't save you now.
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Get moving.
Yeah, those heavy weapons are so OP.
Yeah. You kind of
It
have
doesn't
to
even
earn
matter
them
if you can't move fast. I mean, like, jeez, it's just.
though. And there's a perk that lets you move faster.
Yeah. It's like, man, those things do some damage.
How about you let me... Yeah, they really do though.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to
gonna let
make
her
lots
finish doing
and
her
lots
thing
of
first.
robots. Her personal
Should
forge.
look at her, man.
Except, it's not that simple. So like, you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers.
Oh, here we go.
The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots. And not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulations, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical in places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack
You
people?
didn't for a long
Perhaps
time.
it loves some forms of life more than others.
Like Hades kind of started doing that.
The machines weren't
Yeah.
always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, the Thunderjaw. How could it do that?
We definitely did not
And
fight.
why?
Why indeed?
I was gonna say, it just makes me not want to go to Cauldrons for Thunderjaws. It's like, damn it, I
I've seen
hate
these shapes
Thunderjaws.
before. In cauldrons.
But of course, the birthing places of Gaia's machines.
From Elizabeth Sobek to Margot Shen. Margot, if I doubted your brilliance in the slightest, I wouldn't have picked you as the Hephaestus Alpha. You need to stop worrying about your age and communication style. You are who you are. Have confidence in yourself, you know what you're doing. Case in point, the latest draft of your plan for the construction and stockpiling of bootstrap silos to store raw materials is excellent. This combined with your design for the AM Foundry Core and Foundry site selection plan add up to a comprehensive plan. This is how to start construction. One detail, consult Aomide Okilo before you finalize the silo inventory. Festus' first task will be to fabricate the robots you will construct the way for broadcast towers. Minerva will use to transmit the deactivation codes, so any exotic materials needed for the tower should be accounted for in the inventory plan. Elizabeth. Okay. So I'm going to ask Chris, just because we're a little bit past the time where we would normally end an episode. Should we just keep pushing, or like if we're relatively close, or do you think that this, like, we should continue in another episode?
Probably in another episode.
Okay. So, thank you everyone for joining us then. Next time we'll probably finish up with this. Probably.
Yeah, possibly. Probably at the very least we could probably push a little bit longer to finish it. Like I'd say maybe we're looking about 40 minutes max, depending on how many data points. I can't remember exactly everything. So.
Fair enough. I see why they made it like a point of no return though. This was like a decently long amount of time.
Yes.
But I'm good with it. Having a good time. Anyways, see you guys next time.